Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Ayana Hanaya. This video is another girl chat. So I wasn't gonna do another girl chat video right after my last girl chat video. Um, no, I'm lying. I was going to do a girl chat video after my last girl chat video, but it was going to be about mom life, being a young mom, being a stepmom, and just all the things that I've experienced being a mom and like different tips and stuff that I have for other young moms and young stepmoms. However, the first girl chat video that I did was about self-love. So honestly, there wasn't any structure to the video. I did put stuff in my phone that I wanted to talk about, but I didn't go in order. Um, and whenever I got into what I was talking about, I just kind of went off onto something else, and it wasn't very structured. Um, so that's number one. Number two, I received 4 emails. I know to some people that's really small, but to me it was a huge deal. I received 4 emails from different young women, and they basically thanked me for making the video. Then they told me an experience that they had or something that they had recently gone through, and then they actually asked me for my opinion about their experience and if I had any advice for them. So first off, I just want to say thank you. I know that at the end of my video I do say email me, um, comment, like, and all that good stuff, and I really do mean it when I say email me. However, that was my first video just talking, so I wasn't expecting to get any responses from it right away, honestly. And I had about 6 people who text me and was like, thank you, I needed that, and asked me questions. But the emails were such a bigger deal to me because I have no idea who those women are. And so for them to trust me with their experience and then, care about what my opinion was and my advice was, it made me feel really good, it made me feel really special, and it made me want to do more girl chats and do them properly. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I need to come correct. So this girl chat is going to be about just 4 tips that you can have, that I can have, for our body, to love our bodies and to help us, if we don't love our bodies, to at least like our bodies, and different things, different little bullet points under each tip, to just help us with the self-love of our body image. So to rewind, the reason why the emails meant so much too is because I started my YouTube channel in 2015, but I got serious about my YouTube channel in 2018, which is like this year. So when I got my little notebooks and, I wrote all my stuff down, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. I'm thinking like maybe I'll start getting responses or really getting people who actually care in like 6 or 7 months. So even though on YouTube, like I said, I got like 20 views, and I think on Facebook I got like 200 views. To other YouTubers and other video people, I know that's really, really small, but it was just a big deal for me, and it made me feel like what I want to do is good and is positive, and even if it helps one person, two, three, or four, it lets me know that the things that I want to do and things that I want to talk about are good, and they're helping somebody, and that's the whole point, right? Okay, so jumping right into it, I got a new notebook, okay, and so this notebook, show you the front of it because I really like it. I'm gonna move over some this way so I can hold it this way. Yeah. Don't look at my nails. I got color in my nails from doing hair color today. But anyway, can you see it? It says, attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. So let me just say, anytime I buy like a notebook or even like a phone case, anything like that, t-shirts, to say something. It's always something that I wrote that just makes me smile and make me happy. And I thought when I saw this, I'm like, this is the perfect notebook for my girl chat topics. And wrote some stuff down that I want to go over. Can you see? Wrote some stuff down. Um, at first, I had 5 bullet points that I wanted to discuss, but I just figured to keep the video like under 30 minutes, hopefully, that I would go ahead and just use 4. One less. So here we go. So number 1, stop overthinking. Okay? Listen, you don't have to have it all figured out with your body, especially when you're young. Number 1, when you're younger, your body's still developing. Like when I was 14, I couldn't wait to have big boobs. I'm like, oh my goodness, when am I gonna have some big boobs? And now I'm like, I need a breast reduction. This is too much. I miss the way stuff used to look with small boobs. It Your body's gonna change. Stop overthinking, when it comes to your body. And overthinking can hold you back from progression, and it could also cause you to have serious inaccurate assumptions. So, small example. About 7 years ago, and side note, I'm going to use a lot of examples about myself because those are the best examples to use sometimes, situations that you've been through on your own. 7 years ago, I went to a kickback with my friend Janice. Hey Janice, it's like my sister friend. So I wore this like mustard colored dress and like a little, Forever 21 bodycon dresses. And then I had my hair really big and not so much curly, but just big and natural and out. And this was also, here's the thing. It was a big deal for 2 reasons, okay? Number 1, I had just really started getting comfortable with my body where I would wear a dress that was fitted all the way through. Prior to, I would wear like A-line stuff, or either I would have something wrapped around my waist to kind of cover the fact that I don't have hips, or that I have the little pudge. So this was like one of my first times really just wearing something fitted all the way through, right? And I had also just started getting comfortable with wearing my hair natural. So when I walked into the place, first off, I didn't know what kickback meant. So I was a little overdressed, I thought, right? So I walk in, boom, there's this girl looking at me, and then boom, there's this guy looking at me, right? Right away, I start overthinking. Like, I start tripping in my head. I'm like, oh man, she's probably like, why this bright yellow girl got on this bright yellow dress with this bright yellow hair, right? Then I'm like, he's probably like, she looked like Mufasa. Who wears their hair like that? Why she got her hair out? Because again, prior to, I always wore my hair straight. Like if my hair wasn't straight, it wasn't huge. It was just like a little wet and wavy because like I thought I was like Puerto Rican or something, and I was trying to have like this wet and wavy look, but that's not what my hair did. But I never wore it just big. So I'm like, okay, he's like, oh my goodness, why she got this fro? And she's like, why she got on all yellow? And I'm just having a panic attack because I'm overthinking, thinking about how somebody else is thinking about me when they're not even thinking that, right? So fast forward, going on into the party, the girl is like, is that dress from Forever 21? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I tried it on. I didn't like the color on me, but it looks really cute on you. You look good. And I'm like, thank you. Oh, okay. So then I'm like, okay, I feel better about my dress, but I'm still like, thinking to myself, I'm like, Janice, does my hair look okay? Does my hair look okay? And she's like, you're fine. Stop. You look fine. I'm like, okay, 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 okay. The same guy who was staring at my hair, who I thought that I looked like Mufasa, was like, your hair is so beautiful. Can I touch it? And I was like, no, but thank you so much. Like that, thank you. I appreciate it. I thought she was looking at me like, why she got that fro? And he's like, no, is it yours? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, it's beautiful. And he was like, you're not gonna let me touch it? And I was like, okay, you can touch it. So he touched my hair. But anyway, small example, but I remember it because I was tripping. So I started being insecure. I started making inaccurate assumptions about what I thought other people were thinking about me, when that was the furthest thing. It was actually the complete opposite of what they were thinking. So it was so foolish of me to sit there and beat myself up, call myself bright or Mufasa, or tell myself that I wasn't good enough to be wearing a fitted dress, or that my hair wasn't pretty enough to be out like this. And nobody else was thinking that. Stop overthinking. It just stresses you out. And 9 times out of 10, nobody else is thinking about it but you. So get off your back. Okay. Number two. Okay. Number two. Stop comparing yourself. So I know that this is so much easier said than done. I really know that it is, especially in like nowadays where social media is everything and everybody has an Instagram, everybody has a Facebook, everybody has a Snapchat, everybody has a Twitter, everybody has everything. Okay. When I was in high school, we had MySpace, right? And really we didn't have MySpace until I was like a junior or senior. It wasn't even like a, well, it might have been. I just don't think I had one until I was a junior or senior. But anyway, when I was in school, we had MySpace, okay? And it wasn't even about your profile picture. It was about how your profile was set up. You know what I'm saying? And who was like your top 5 friends. And, oh, are you his top 5 this week? And all that stuff. It still wasn't about how you looked and who took the best picture and all of this stuff. And even with my phone, like my first phone, shout out to my Aunt Teresa, was like a Nokia, and it was literally just meant for calling and hanging up. That's it. It had numbers, it had send, and it had end. That's it. Next phone was like a Chirp, a Boost Mobile, then a Razor, and then a Sidekick. So that was my high school life. Like, oh yeah, I got the latest Sidekick. That, woohoo. But, and you couldn't even get a Facebook unless you were a college student. Anyway, nowadays, it's like you see everything on social media. I'm talking about when I first got an Instagram account and I started seeing like these beautiful women who lived like in the Dominican Republic and like who were Senegalese and all this other these I was just like, whoa, like man, like they're so pretty. Like I need to get it together because they're all so pretty. But we have to stop comparing ourselves, okay? It's hard. I know it's hard with social media. It's hard when you see people and you kind of wish that you could look like them. But here's the thing: when you compare yourself, only one of these 3 things happens. Either one, you end up being a hater. Okay. 2, you end up feeling some type of envy or jealousy towards them, which then goes back to being a hater. Or 3, you end up feeling bad about yourself. And none of those 3 things are good, right? So, another example. When I was, or maybe it's not an example, throwback, little story. When I was in 10th grade, we had a swim class, right? So in swim class, I was excited because I think I was 10th grade. Yeah, I was like 15. I was excited. I mean, for like ever, I was a size 10, but by the time I was 15, a size 10 was cool because I was like thick. I wasn't fat, but I wasn't skinny, whatever you think fat is and whatever you think skinny is. But I wasn't either one of those for what I thought they were. I'm like, okay, I'm thick, I'm a size little 10, but like my stomach is cute, I think, and all this stuff is cute, I think. So get to swim class, right? Get into like the little swim locker room. Now, mind you, the last time I took swim class, I think I was in 6th grade, and like none of us had nothing in 6th grade. We were all just the same. So I get in the back. First of all the girls should start taking their clothes off, right? So quick history of my high school. Prior to going to the high school that I went to, I didn't go to school with white kids or Indian kids or Asian kids. It was just like black and Hispanic. That's it, right? And to me, Hispanic girls were just black. So it was just like black girls and black boys, and that's it. So when I would get into the locker room to change clothes with all of the beautiful girls, right? I'm talking about first they just got naked. So I'm like, whoa, like, all right, so we just all get naked. Okay, but nobody's shipping. They're like, yeah, girl, just like taking off their clothes and talking, and nobody's like checking each other out. But I hadn't seen all these different bodies before. So like I'm looking at them, I'm like, man, oh my god, like how, whoa, I'm just looking and I'm looking, and then I'm like looking at me and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to, go to swim class no more because I got these thick thighs, and whew, my butt is huge, and oh my goodness, I got back fat and stuff. So I'm like freaking out, right? Because I'm comparing myself to these other girls. Go to swim class, get it over with. 2 periods later, one of the girls who I was actually looking at, and I was wishing, like, I wish I had her boobs. Because remember, I told you, I was like almost B cup. So I'm like, I wish I had her boobs. They were so pretty. And her stomach was so flat. Like, I never saw a stomach that flat before. Like, I need my stomach to be like that. But prior to swim class, I thought I was cute. I had got a brand new bathing suit for swim class. I was excited, right? Go in there, compare myself. Now, here I go, being all insecure, beating myself up because I look bad, right? So 2 periods later, same girl who I'm looking at like, man, she looks good. She walks up to me. He says, "Oh my goodness, when we were in the locker room, I was so embarrassed when I saw you. I was like, it's like, man, she's so thick." It's like, and all I was thinking about was like, I'm so skinny. And she's like, you'd be surprised. I hate when people say to me like, you need to eat some food. You're so thin, whatever. You're so thin. And she was like, so I was like, man, I want to look like that one day. And my mouth just dropped because I was like, what? You want to look like what? Really? And she's like, yeah, girl, you look good. It kind of like touched me, like, like, yeah, girl, you look good, like that. And all I could think about was, here I am comparing myself to her because I thought she was fine. And she's sitting here comparing herself to me because she's like, man, she looked good. I want to look like her. And I'm like, man, I want to look like her. What did that do? So no, I wasn't being a hater, and I wasn't necessarily jealous of her, but I did envy her body, and I did feel bad about myself, and I was uncomfortable during the whole time in swim class because I'm sitting here comparing myself to other girls who aren't even thinking about me, and the one who was thinking about me wasn't thinking anything bad about me, something bad about herself, but we were in the same boat. We were feeling the same way about each other because we were comparing ourselves, and we're two completely different people from two completely different backgrounds, two completely different races. She was shorter than me and everything. It was no way we should have even been comparing ourselves because there was nothing to compare. We were so different. Anyway, don't compare yourself. If you do want to compare yourself, do it for like a positive influence type of reason. Like, for example, I look at J-Lo and I'm like, man, like Jennifer Lopez is almost 50 and she just be like moving and, doing all this stuff. And I'm like, I would need my inhaler for that. You know what I'm saying? So my comparison is, I'm way younger than J-Lo. I need to get my life together because I shouldn't be up here sweating and having an asthma attack if I want to do what J-Lo does. So it's like, there's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of the word. It's almost like a friendly competition comparison or like an inspirational comparison. Like, man, I want to be like that. And me compared to where she is right now, I have a lot of work. I have a lot of ways to go to get that. So let me work on that. Another example, like Angela Bassett. To me, she is face goals. Her skin is beautiful. She's almost 60 and she's beautiful. So my comparison is like, all right, I'm not almost 60. My skin is not flawless and beautiful like Angela Bassett. I need to get my life together. So it's not a place of me being a hater or envious, or jealous or putting myself down, but it's more of like, okay, I'm inspired. I'm inspired by her, and I want to look like that one day. And no, of course, I can't look like Angela Bassett, but I want my skin to be as flawless as Angela Bassett, or I want my body to be as flexible as Jennifer Lopez, or I want to be as vivacious and happy as Tracy Ellis Ross, or who may have some type of personality trait that you really think is amazing, or who may have some type of body part that you think is really amazing, and you're like, you know what, I want to set a goal to try to be, that way, or try to have something similar to theirs. Compare yourself for positive reasons and to have a goal to be different. But don't compare yourself in a negative way to where you end up beating yourself up. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, number three is the saying, is a quote, accept the things you cannot change and change the things you cannot accept, right? when it comes to your body, there are just certain things that we just can't change about our bodies. Like, point blank period, we can't change unless we get surgery, or unless, I don't know, it's certain things we just can't change about our bodies, right? So accept them, embrace those flaws, and be happy with them. You know what I mean? Turn it into something that you can laugh about, or just overcome it. Like, I know I brought this up in the last video, but like my tooth, for example. I hate this tooth. I'm talking about, I didn't want to make, I made a YouTube channel in 2015, and the whole reason why I wasn't actively pushing out videos is because I didn't like my tooth. I didn't like my teeth. I didn't like my smile. I was comparing myself to other YouTubers, and I was being a hater. I'm like, man, her teeth are perfect. How she got, her gums are so pink, and her teeth don't even, they don't, oh man, like she probably got veneers. She probably had braces when she was like 12. I didn't have braces, so whatever. Here I go being a hater instead of just accepting what it is that I come with or changing it. So I'm grown. I could get braces if I want to. I just don't want to get braces right now. So since I don't want to get braces, I need to accept the fact that my teeth aren't perfect, and I don't need to let that stop me from doing things that I want to do. So I'm looking down at my notes. But just give yourself a break sometimes when it comes to your body. Some of us will be like, oh, my arms are too big, so I can only sort of jiggle. Or, oh, my arms are too big, so I can't let them show. Or, oh, my thighs are too big, so, I'll only wear skirts so you can't see how thick my thighs actually are. Like, this is my alarm. It's so funny. It's saying to go to bed. I'm so old. Isn't that horrible? Anyway, or we'll stop ourselves from being able to do things or wear things or go places that we really want to do, wear, or go, because we don't accept something about our body. Don't do that. Don't not go swimming because you don't think you look good in a bathing suit. Either change it and drop the weight, or get the surgery, or go to the gym, get in a diet, or go swimming. Because if you don't go swimming, then by the winter time you're gonna be pissed at yourself because you didn't go swimming all summer. And that's small, but you get what I'm saying. So when it comes to your body, accept the things that you cannot change and change what you can accept. Like, y'all, I want some hips so bad. But hip implants are very expensive. Yes, I looked them up. They're very expensive. And my cousin told me that I could work out some hips, like to get hips, but I'm not disciplined enough to be like working out to get a hip. And then what if I lose it? I'm gonna be mad because I'm not gonna want to keep working out after I get the hip. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna work out, and then I'm gonna get the muscle hip, and then I'm gonna stop working out because I got my hip now, and then I'm gonna lose it because I'm not still working out to keep the hip that I had to work out to get in the first place. And then I'm gonna be mad, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not working out because I can't even keep the hip if I stop working out. Right? That makes sense. So I can't get hip implants. Too much money. I don't want to have to work out to get a hip because I'm going to lose it once I stop working out. So that's dumb, right? So I have to accept the fact that I don't have hips. Keep it moving. Okay? Number four. Number four is so important with so many things in your life. But since we're just talking about body image, I'll keep it here. But I love number four. Number four is know your strengths and know your weaknesses. This is so important, again, with so many things in life, but it's especially important when it comes to your body. Know your strengths about your body. Know what you love. Know what you think are your best features. Know what you think looks the best on you. If there's a certain color that really brings you to life, wear that color. My color is black. I love black, so I always wear black. I also love white, but right now I feel like I'm just a little bit too big to be wearing white all the time, so I don't wear it. But right now I'm not necessarily doing anything about being too big, so I'm gonna wear my second favorite color, which is black. Right? Anyway, know your strengths and know your weaknesses with your body. So important. So with knowing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses, you can dress for your body type. So I've read a few different places where people disagree with dressing with your body type. They feel like at any body type, you should be able to wear whatever you want to wear. And I don't disagree with that, because that's like a personal decision. But for myself personally, I feel like I should dress for my body type. Now, I don't have hips, right? I'm not a hip girl. I also have thicker thighs, thick butt, and boobs and belly meat and all that good stuff. So like you're not gonna necessarily see me right now in a bodycon dress because I don't even have the hippage to go with all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. So what you might see me in, you might see me like a nice midi bodycon skirt and like one of those sexy like off the shoulder shirts that's a little bit loose. You know what I'm saying? So the way that it hangs, it kind of gives me a little hip illusion. So it looks like I got a hip going on, but I don't. But you don't really know that I don't because it looks like I do because I'm dressing for my strengths. So I'm showing off my thighs and, my legs and my hair and all that stuff because those are my, my strengths. And what my weakness is, I'm covering it up, right? For you, if your weakness is your face, like if you don't like your face because you have acne, girl, buy you some makeup and wear makeup. Makeup is everything. Like, look, makeup is everything. And for those of you who don't like makeup and don't think makeup is everything, leave the people alone who think that it is. Like, that's your opinion, so keep it in your box and let them feel how they want to feel about their makeup. If you don't like your skin, of course, skincare is everything, so get a good skincare, regimen and be on top of it. Go to a dermatologist. If something you're eating is breaking you out, stop eating it unless it's ice cream because ice cream is really good and it's hard to stop eating it even if it breaks you out. That's my opinion. But if it's your face, girl, buy you some makeup, take a class, figure it out. If it's your hair, cut your hair, wear it cute and natural and short and curly, or cut your hair, get a relaxer, and go like to Razor Chic or to Girlfriends and work it out. Or if it's your hair, get some braids. Or if it's your hair, get a weave. It's so many things you could do if it's your hair. So many things you could do if it's your face. If it's, your breast, research how you can dress to make them stand out or to make them come in a little bit. If it's your waistline, figure out, okay, my waistline is my weakness, so maybe I need some thicker belts to wrap around it. Maybe I need, some cute little A-line skirts or some tutus or something. Figure out what your strengths or what your weaknesses are and capitalize on your strengths. Make your strengths of your body stand out so much that nobody pays attention to your weaknesses at all. And when you walk in, people are just so busy noticing all your strengths you got going on that your weaknesses don't even matter. They're just back there somewhere and only you know about them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's 4 little tips for loving and working and liking on your body and just making it work for you. So stop overthinking because it just stresses you out. It gives you inaccurate assumptions and it's not healthy to overthink. It really does give you some type of level of anxiety. I'm serious. Okay. Stop comparing yourself. We're all different. Nobody is me. I'm nobody. Nobody is you. You're nobody else. We're all different. And that's what makes us beautiful. So stop comparing yourself. It just makes you a hater. It just makes you feel bad about yourself. And nobody likes a hater. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer. And nobody wants you to feel bad about you, especially when you're probably super beautiful. So don't be like that, okay? Unless, like I said, it's for inspiration because you're inspired and you love what this person does or how they dress or how they make you feel or how intelligent they are. So you aspire to be like them in some type of way. Then that might be like some type of healthy comparison because you're trying to get somewhere. But don't do it and beat yourself up. Number 3, accept the things that you cannot change and change the things that you cannot accept. That's one of those ones that can go with so many other things as well, but just about your body. If you don't like it, fix it. If you can't fix it, get over it and figure out a way to make it work. Okay? Know your strengths. Number 4, know your strengths and know your weaknesses. Again, I love this one because when you really capitalize on what your strong points are, like I said, the weaknesses don't even matter. They go out the window and nobody notices them except for you. Okay? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was trying to keep it under 30 minutes, so it looks like I'm right at like 31, so I'm sorry. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it, please share it, please subscribe. If you didn't like it, you don't have to hit the dislike button. You could just keep going, okay? Just go, but you don't have to hit the dislike button. Anyway, email me, let me know if there is anything that you would like to talk about, or if you have any questions, or I don't know, just email me because I like that, okay? All right, well, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.